So, welcome everybody. I think I'm going to take the opportunity of this webinar to share only a few aspects in terms of developments in blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. And I have here a little reminder that the fact that the age of Aquarius is upon us. And age of Aquarius implies that each of us should start shifting towards complete accountability and responsibility at personal level, as opposed to the age of Pisces, where the whole structure of society and the world was in groups, like in School of Fish, that together we do, everything. This is completely in sync with what does it mean to get educated and take advantage and be on this wave of extraordinary innovation that is blockchain technology. So, to be more specific, we are going to look at central bank digital currency and some of the cryptocurrency projects. And this is a way for us to try to cover the whole spectrum of what is going on today. The central bank digital currency is an aspect of blockchain technology that could bring total control from authorities in our lives, like complete centralized control. At the opposite spectrum are cryptocurrencies, as we think blockchain was initially designed, where, as in the age of Aquarius, accountability and responsibility is at personal level in terms of education, managing, and being responsible for the value associated with cryptocurrency. So let's see how that goes. So first of all, we want to acknowledge the big challenges that are in this current financial system. And I want to remind ourselves that we are in a global, totally interconnected financial system. And the fact that it's very important for this, part of history we are living in, we are using a debt-based system. And again, this is very significant because each unit of currency, dollar, euro, yuan, everything, is at its creation implies creation of debt that has to be paid back with interest. And this is the type of system that we are now dealing with, because it is at its end stages, and this debt creation reached a point where it cannot be paid back. Of course, that we are witnessing a lot of challenges. That, looking at history, we knew that this is coming. So what is the structure here, and what are we trying to say with these bullets? So the challenges are at central bank level. The challenges are at regional banks level, and we see bank failures, right? More and more. We are in this end stage of the system where we see the quickening phase. It's getting more and more often. The end of the cycle, it's concept, and it's a piece of information that we want to understand in its depthness. So this system will go away, and we don't know how long it will take. It may take 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, right? But it's in its very last stages. And with it, it comes with all the turmoil and all the surprises that are coming with this end of the cycle time. As we all know, the debt cannot be paid, and we are in the middle of a transition to a new system. Transition to a new system for the purpose of this webinar, when we say new system, it means blockchain technology. So things are moving to a new system, and hopefully this demolition of the old system will be a controlled demolition, and the impact will not be so serious. And that is another reason for us to try to understand what's going on and get educated. As I just said, the infrastructure for the new system is blockchain technology. And as probably many of you know, for quite some time, a standard, ISO standard, was established, 20022 standard, that is defining the new rules of how the payment systems, the messaging, the cross-border payments are going to be done. And there are a bunch of cryptocurrencies that are compliant with the ISO 20022. You can just look them up. I will touch on a few of them during this webinar. We hear more and more discussion about central bank digital currency. And as I mentioned before, this is one possible tool for complete control. It could be very convenient and very easy. At the same time, it will bring full control. The central bank digital currency in its full implementation will also have, of course, the digital ID, because it needs, that's the ultimate integration. So also as part of the big picture that we need to recognize are the efforts at very high level when it comes to developments related to blockchain technology, because they need another form of money. And central bank digital currency would be something that would help this transition from the current status to the new, the new world. And I have here a few links. My invitation for you is to try to get a little deeper on these rabbit holes, to, thinking what is your appetite to understand and go a little deeper. And I have here the links that you may start browsing and then read a little more, just to have an idea of the big effort that is being put in for quite some time at a very high level. We are talking World Economic Forum, we are talking about International Monetary Fund, Bank of International Settlements, and, I just put here the Central Bank of United States, the Federal Reserve Bank, as examples of these developments. And I also have here a link to a very short cut from a bigger speech that Augustine Karsten, which is the general manager of Bank of International Settlement, did a little while ago. And he explained that central bank digital currency would be perfect because they could have absolute control in, monitoring and managing any type of cash. So strong invitation for you to